Hello everyone, welcome to Tea and Banter with me. It's me, Mary Elizabeth. I am currently filming at my staycation place, the Tewksbury Inn, joking. It is my husband's sister's place. And the reason for that is I will put a little clip here. Hello everyone, so I'm just going to give you a brief look at my chaos because Felicia has told you previously, I'm never fully happy with the way things are arranged or the way things look. I say about every 6 months, she says every 6 weeks. I'm not sure. I think we're somewhere in the middle. But I just wanted to kind of go over where we're at now. So filming is going to be done, but it is going to be a little difficult. So hold on while I switch you over. Okay, so this is my new countertops that were put in, and so needless to say, I'm starting to have a mess. My dishes, don't mind them, I haven't got to them yet, but this is my room, and we have started painting, so everything is a hot mess. Just total chaos. So as you can see, we are, this is my table and all my games are here. So we are going to be rearranging, painting, and kind of figuring out how we want things to look. So stay tuned for that and I will get back to you. So as you can see, my place of filming or being is just torn apart. But my husband's doing a great job in painting, so I'm excited about that. And we did get new countertops, so everything's a work in progress. I'm not replacing my cabinets. I will maybe get some handles for those in the kitchen and clean them up really good. But new counters, painting, and we'll go from there. So, but also because I want to rearrange a little bit to make things hopefully kind of easier and make me happy for a couple of weeks, according to Felicia. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so I didn't want to keep this video too long, but I did want to do a little bit of a haul that I got. And I'm sorry, need some tea. I stopped at, unfortunately, very bad donut place in Tewksbury, Donna's, and I did do a video on that before. They have amazing donuts, but I also needed a tea, and they do have Earl Grey. I don't know about anybody else. I cannot drink through these covers. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I just feel like I taste the plastic. I don't know. There's nothing like a real tea cup, but I digress. So what I have here, and I'm very, very excited, is my Archer & Olive otter. So I've been waiting to open this for this video. And of course, it came just when we started tearing my small space apart. And so I put it aside, but it has been agonizing because I know what's in here and I've been waiting for this for so long. So let's just see here. So I know that I got 2 of the same because I just loved it so much. What I'm gonna do with them, I don't know. And then of course I did get my Felicia one. So let me just see here. I'll show you Felicia's first. And I was going to save hers for Christmas, but I did 1 year of doing 12 books wrapped for her. So we did a buddy read every month. Then last year I did all kinds of supplies for reading and journaling. So I got her journals and, pens and got her some books, and I got her a book stamp for her books. And I think I got her 2 journals. I might have gotten her 2 journals, I'm not sure. So I don't want to do the same thing again, so I have to think of some new things. But I will give this to her now, and she can hold on to it until she's ready to use it. But I am excited. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And this is the square. Felicia did say she liked the square. And so this is called, I believe, where is it now? Meteor shower, it is called. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So like I said, it is the square. It's plain and it's really nice green. I don't know if the camera's showing it very well, but and the meteor shower is that nice silver. It's just luscious. And it is dot grid. This is the inside cover. I don't know if you can see that so well, but kind of looks like the meteor. And again, it is the dot grid. I like this dot grid because it's not too dark and it's not too light. My eyes are not the greatest, so and if you're not really artistic, being able to use these lines to help you make squares and, you know, shapes or whatever is, I find, really helpful than having no dot grid or just lines. Not a fan of just lined paper. So I don't think I need to go into the thickness of the paper and all that. I think that's been done a million times. You all know it's very high quality. We do have the two bookmarks with the and. Oh, sorry about that. And it is the nice dark green to go with it. So that's my Felicia's journal. And now, in my opinion, the Better Journals is going to be shown because it's what I wanted and I love it. And you might be able to guess why, but I will tell you why. Let me just put this back nice and neat. And hopefully she doesn't see this video before I give it to her. I hope not. But if she does, she knew I was going to buy her a new journal. So, jeez, I almost knocked myself out. Trying to get this in there. Little tight fit. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, I bought two. I bought a square and I bought the traveler size. So let's just see. And they are both the same design. And it is because I love the design so much. And I was lucky enough, I should say, to be able to get the two before everybody bought everything. As you, I'm sure, know, Archer and Olive comes out with seasonal. And they go so quickly. Oh, I even love the box. They sell out so quickly, and so you always don't get what you want. For example, they had last year a typewriter on the cover, and I really loved that one. And by the time I was able to get on and get it, they only had the, I guess you would call it like the pocket size. So I did buy it because I loved it so much, but I haven't used it yet. And actually, I forgot to bring those, but that's okay. Bring that to show you that I did have that as well. But like I said, I had bought that last year, and it was the only one I could get. So I'm hoping that they will come back out with that again. So this is called Beyond the Sea. I'm going to show you the big one, the square one first. And they are both dot grid. As I explained, I prefer the dot grid. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. And this is a blue. Of course, it has the strap, the pinned holder. They all do. But look at this. Can you see that? Can you guess why I love it? Would I be going to Neverland in this ship? I might be. I love it so much. Again, golden stars. Love it. And dot grid. And this is the square one. So, the plane is just the blue. I love that they don't always put the design on the back. I don't know if anyone has experienced it, but sometimes it rubs off or it gets damaged when the design is on the back. So I prefer it not to be and just have the plain cover on the back. Oh my God, do I love this. And it does have the blue 2 markers, which I believe all Archer and Olive comes like that. So that's the square one, and I did not put that back as good as I should. I'll fix it after. And then this one is the traveler size. So one of the discussions is always the design. Oh, and I can show you the box now. So the box comes with the Triton. One of the discussions is how the design appears on the different sizes. And sometimes, naturally, they have to modify the design. So, if you do the ship and you make it big for the, the A5 or the B6, whatever it is, then you have to scale it down, and you have to scale it down, and you have to scale it down. So it doesn't always go as well. However, I'm excited to say it does. It does. It goes just as well on the traveler size. So I can go to Neverland both times. It's beautiful. And I didn't show you the bookmarks on the other one, so I'll make sure I do that. But it is the blue to match. There are 2 with the little and sign, and it is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Again, plain on the back, like I prefer. So I'm so happy I was able to get these because I just fell in love with this when I saw it. The minute I saw it, I was like, oh my God, Neverland, that's what I want. I don't think that's what they were thinking when they made it, because they also have the meteor shower. Oh, they did. I don't know what they still have and what they don't. They had a mermaid one. And I have to say, usually as a rule, even if I'm not a fan of the design per se, it's still gorgeous, and I always appreciate it, even if it's not my style. But this is the first time in Archer and Olive that they did one, and it was the mermaid journal that I was not impressed with. And I think it's because they did not bring the mermaid out, if that makes sense. So I forget what color, if it was like a mint green, the mermaid notebook was, but I also think that the mermaid was like a mint green. So, even looking at it online or watching someone's YouTube channel show the journals, I was like squinting going, I don't even see the mermaid. Where is the mermaid? So when I went online to order it, these were non-negotiable for me, but I wanted to take a look at it just to see, because Felicia does like mermaids, so that might have been an option to do the mermaid instead of the meteor, but it still appeared the same way to me. So if anyone has bought the mermaid one and that is not factual, please let me know, because maybe it's my phone, my TV, or me. Probably me, but I just could not really see the detail in the mermaid unless I really was kind of in your face looking at it. So And some people might like that or prefer that, and that might be why, which is fine. It just wasn't, I am doing this all wrong. It just wasn't my cup of tea, and usually I'm all for it. So then I decided to, I did bring them with me. You know what? I think I brought every single journal I have. So the typewriter one that I was talking about, this is from the Cabinet of Curiosities. And this is the A6, and it's the vintage typewriter. And I absolutely loved this one. This one I wanted to get a Traveler's and a square one and could not. And I absolutely love this. Love this. And it's pocket sized, and I still love it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, and it's precious. So, but if they ever do come out with them bigger, I will be getting the bigger ones because I absolutely love this one. So I do have that. I also have, I actually have, okay, we got a problem because, so this one is from the Cabinet of Curiosities as well. And this one is a Traveler's Notebook, and I love this one too. Again, the typewriter one and this one, I could only get it in the sizes that they had left. And this one was the A6. I can never remember that. I guess I call it like a pocket. Is that what you would still call it? It doesn't say that. So I'm probably making it up, but I would call this like a pocket size because it almost just about fits in your hand. But this is the Traveler's Notebook, and this one is called Books and Flowers. So of course, I love this one too. Look at that. And this is kind of like a tannish brown. Well, the typewriter one is definitely tan. Maybe this is more like a coffee-ish color? Or a toffee color maybe. Doesn't say. But I absolutely love it with the gold foil of the Books and Flowers. And actually what I'm using right now, it's funny because what I'm using right now for my list is a book one. Which, this is the next size up from the pocket. So again, this was all I could get. So I turn all of you have to be kind of really quick, I think, or you miss out on getting the sizes you want. But I actually really love this size too. What's becoming my favorite, I think, is the Traveler's size. So I do have this one. So I just want to now kind of show you. I also have one more from Archer and Olive, and this one is, what is this one? Oh, this is a square one, and this is, I thought was very cute. It is, this is like a tan. This is definitely a tannish color, and it has the postage stamp, which is very simple, very unique. Again, plain on the back, but I really loved it. It's the only size. Oh, I think I actually just got it in this size because I wasn't exactly sure because the design. So here's an example. I think on the postage stamp, although it's beautiful, I think that it should have been made a little bit bigger. I don't know, maybe it's me for the size of the planner, but it still is beautiful. So then I have two happy planners. Yes. Let me put this one And let me have a sip of my tea. And I'm sorry this video is taking a long time, but so this is what they are calling the Skinny Classic. Excuse me. And so this cover is Spread More Joy, which I loved. It has the pink. Not a huge pink person, but I do like this. And that is kind of the opening cover page. I'm just going to show you a couple of the designs. So for July, enjoy the beauty of ordinary things. And so then it gives you on the next page the month at a glance, your top 3 priorities, and an important dot grid or square dot grid that you could do with as you will, I guess. And then it does give you the month for the 31 days going straight down. So if you wanted to put just like your important dates here, like my grandson's birthday, going down at a quick glance at the beginning of the month, you could do that. And then what the weeklies look like is this, which I really like. I really like this. It's just enough space. You can, you could do journaling in here. You could just do it as your main planner for, you know, doctor's appointments, dental, whatever. You could use this specifically for, you know, if you're doing YouTube, planning out, Instagram, whatever. You could do it like that. So that's that one. And again, I'm really starting to like the Traveler's Notebook, the Skinny Classic from Happy Planner. The benefit of the Happy Planner is that you can revamp them. And there's a ton of videos out there that will show you and give you ideas on how to do that. I've never done it. What I will say that I learned the other day, though, because there is one in here. Let me see if I can find it. That, is it this one? It might be this one. Well, this similar. I'll say this one. So, and of course, it's my birthday month, October, right? But I'm not a huge fan of this. So there was a few ideas on completely recovering it. And then I thought, well, I could actually just, you know, put something here, put a quote here, and then maybe put something halfway, and I actually will end up with a pocket. So you could actually make these out to be pockets as well as the dividers for your plans if you want. So I thought that was a really good idea. Naturally, you'd have to be careful because the more you put in here, the bigger it's going to get. Again, the nice thing about Happy Planner is you can change the discs. So these could go on the classic discs if this became too big. And I do believe a lot of people have done that. So then I was able to get on sale a Snow White Happy Planner. Never Stop Making Wishes. This is the classic. And then this is the title page, and this is undated. So then it gives you, I don't know if you can see that, all the months. And so I'll just give you, I won't go through every single one, but this is a divider. And then of course, it gives you your month ahead. And this I would tend to use for, I would decorate and do it for, well, there's a couple of ways I would think to do this. One, if you were doing meal planning, you could do meal planning. The other way is if you're like me and you want to see everything all the time. This could be your planner in terms of putting your appointments and things like that. And then for the rest of the 4 weeks, you could, I don't know if it would work 100% in this style, but there's ways you could make it work because the boxes are a little smaller, I think, and you do get a little picture up here, and I think that stays for the month, this week, and things to do. But you could use the week to journal. Each day, how your days went, what you achieved, what you didn't, things like that. Gratitude, anything like that, you could then use the weeks for. So that's just an option. And that continues on, and it's the same design until you get, and then the last page of the month, it gives you this here, so you can kind of reflect and plan for the following month. And then this is the next month's divider, just an example, and then so on. Is the designs the same? I think so, yeah. So the color scheme is pretty much the same. I love this one. Look at this one. I love that. So to go with this, I was able to pick up the Happy Planner Princess stickers. So, I'm just going to show you my favorite, which is my Merida. She is my favorite. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Love her. So, but, they have some really nice ones. Yeah, this was actually pretty funny movie, I must say. But some Pocahontas, that's beautiful. And so, I love that one too. Look at that, beautiful. I loved, what was the name? It was the dragonfly in this movie. I can't remember his name. He's actually right here. He is the cutest little thing. And he was in love with the star. I just loved him. I digress. So, beautiful stickers. I think there's some more Merida in here. Well, they have another one of her here. She's my favorite. I'm keeping her. Regardless of what happens, I'm keeping Merida. So, anyway. There is 459 pieces in here, so I didn't go through the whole thing. So, what's my point, you ask? Well, I'm currently working in this planner. This planner technically doesn't have a begin and end date. It's sort of like a commonplace planner where I learn things, or or just a general journal too, that I do for myself. This is lined paper, which I said is not my favorite, but I am working around that for this because I love the cover so much. So I'm working on this slowly but surely. That's going to be an ongoing one. This one is my 2024 Rain Boots Archer reading journal that I believe I'm currently up to date with. Just an example. Am I up to date with this? I am not actually. I did do my cover for June, my title page for June, but I still have, so I'm hoping I definitely get the year out of this. We'll see. So, but that's currently my reading journal. This one, this beauty right here, my little books, is my list journal. I am really having fun with a list journal. If you, her name is Lael by Meal, or Meal by Lael by Meal, I believe it is. I found her on YouTube and watched her, and she is just phenomenal. And that's where I got the idea from. But I have been doing lists. I don't know if you can see that. And just really enjoying that process and kind of learning about different things that, I want to do, or about myself, wish lists, happy lists, things like that. So this is coming along actually great. Love it. Oh, I forgot to put that back in here. So I keep kind of an ongoing list of what I want to list about as it comes up. Then I have I call this my Felicia journal, and this is letters to Felicia from me. And it's not dated from when she was a baby to current. It's just what I'm thinking about, or maybe what we did that day, or a memory that, because as a mom, we're not perfect. We're far from it, and I am the least perfect mom probably out there. So I decided, so I don't know when this will be done, but I kind of, there's a little note in here, it keeps sliding in though, about us being at Starbucks. And so I try to do little things like that. In fact, this was one of our trips we took, so I'm also trying to stick some pictures in there as well. This one was just recent. We went to a tea room. We tried a tea room for the first time, but one we hadn't been to before. So that's one of the things we would like to do, is visit different tea rooms. So yeah, so this is fairly new in the game. I have a ways to go with that as well. Then I have my other traveler size books with Kindles, and this one keeps all the books that I own, and this will change as I will probably have to make new lists of the books that I have once I gain more books or unhaul books, whatever the case may be. And then also using it to track when I read. So the blue I've already read previously. The green is this year, 2024, if I read it. Also, which this is incomplete, but I want to be able to put my series in here and track which ones I've completed, which ones I haven't. So, and then I'm so excited because guess what I did? I decided, for people who don't know, I am working on Granny Squares based on the books that I'm reading. And so I kind of experimented a little bit, and I putting the pictures of the books with the granny squares in here, so that I will always be able to tell which granny square went to which book. And I think what I might do is do a little comment about the book here if I can. I don't know if I saved enough pages to do that. I think I have. My problem is if I didn't, we have a problem. If I did, then I would be able to go back and see, was it a 5-star? Was it a 3-star? Was it, you know, whatnot, and a little blip about it. But so I'm very excited about that. And I'm keeping that in this book as well. And I think also, yeah, I started a wish list. And from that wish list, if I got it and read it, I'm marking it in green. But this is so incomplete because there are so many books I need to add to this. So I need to get this updated, of course. And then I have my budget journal, which I had showed this previously, but I kind of made a mess of it and didn't give myself enough spending trackers. I ended up not giving myself enough for meal planning, and yeah, so it got all discombobulated. And so June I started again. I do love my June cover. I did though. But needless to say, that didn't stick, didn't happen. And it's empty. The spending tracker is empty. I think I got a little frustrated with not meeting any of the goals or completing any of the tasks, because we were having family meetings, and I got frustrated, didn't do a meeting one week, and nobody even asked or thought about it. And then there was a second week and nobody asked and nobody thought about it. So I might try to cover this up and change it to July, and then try again and see what happens. So that's this one. This one is a little bigger one than the pocket. So yeah. The nice thing is this isn't my favorite of Atron Olive journals, so if it's kind of a mess, it's not as big of a deal, I think. But part of the problem is we all want our journals to be perfect, and that's not going to be the case. But if I look at this as a working journal to get better at what I need to do, then it's not such a bad thing, right? You have to get through one to get better to the next one. And at least it's not my favorite, so there's that. So you ask, what's my problem? What my problem is I don't know how to use these beautiful journals, which always ends up being the case, because as I say this, I don't want to mess up these beautiful journals. I want them to be meaningful. I want them to be helpful. I want them to be special, you know. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments below. I know this is a long video and I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I guess that's what happens when you get a haul. So let me know what struggles you have with journaling, or how you solve those struggles, more importantly. Help a girl out here to see what she can do. And then yeah, and if you have pictures to show of your journals, that would be even better to help everybody. So until next time, I hope that you are all safe, and I hope you are all loved. Bye.